Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you guys are. Thanks for joining me in this session on using the power of construction IQ and machine learning in predictive project analytics. I hope you are enjoying this conference, which actually is becoming one of the top conferences for BIM coordinators, BIM managers, and DE leads around the world. A quick introduction about myself. My name is Deepak Maini. I'm a principal business consultant with Autodesk. Based out of Sydney, Australia, I have over 24 years of experience in design and construction technology. I've helped our partners implement construction technology on projects ranging from a few million to several billion dollars. I'm also really blessed that I get to travel around the world and do talks at various conferences. I've also authored several books on design and construction software. The agenda for today is we'll start with understanding what construction IQ is. Next, we are going to look at a live demonstration of construction IQ and machine learning. If any of you have been in my previous presentations, you know how much I love doing live demonstrations. We are going to finish it off with a Q&A session towards the end. But before we start, let's look at some numbers. According to Construction Dive report, in 2020, bad project data costed the contractors over $1.8 trillion. $1.8 trillion. That's crazy number. And 14% of all rework in the construction globally was caused by bad data. So bad data is actually costing the construction industry so much. And if I put a dollar value to it, it's costing construction industry over $280 billion per year in rework cost. These are crazy numbers. And to be honest, these are also scary numbers. So how do we keep on top of our project data and analytics? This is where comes into picture construction IQ. Now, construction IQ is meant for the projects hosted on Autodesk Construction Cloud. What is construction IQ? It manages risks and improves performances on the projects hosted on the ACC platform. It's a machine learning and artificial intelligence based capability that delivers risk analysis of quality and safety data from the projects. It applies analytical techniques to help transform that data into simple but actionable insights. So the key here is actionable insights. Construction IQ analytics are displayed particularly for risk, safety, quality, and design features. So if I put it in simple terms, construction IQ uses machine learning and artificial intelligence to review project data and identify high-risk areas. It then provides actionable insights to help you address those risks before they become a major problem on your project. Now, one thing that you need to remember is that construction IQ is only optimized currently for commercial, healthcare, institutional, and residential project types. So please make sure when you set up your projects on Autodesk Construction Cloud, it is one of these project types, or you will not have construction IQ based analytics on your project. Now, the really cool thing about construction IQ based dashboards is you can customize them. You can add additional construction IQ powered cards to your dashboard, and you can then share these customized dashboards with the rest of the project stakeholders or even with the external team members, so everyone has got a consistent view of all the analytics on your project. Let's now take a look at a live demonstration of this. All right, so here I am in the web browser, currently looking at this project called Specialty Hospital. I'm currently in the project admin page of this particular project, and under settings, you can see that my project type is set to hospital. As I mentioned earlier, the construction IQ and machine learning based analytics are only available for the projects that are healthcare, institutional, residential, and commercial type. So if I go and edit these project settings, make sure when you're creating your project, the type is set to one of these projects. So again, commercial, healthcare, residential, and institutional. All other project types, you will not find the construction IQ and machine learning based analytics. If you did not set your projects to one of these types while creating the project, you can always come and edit them here. I'll now cancel out of this. Now all the construction IQ and machine learning based analytics are available on the Insight module of my project. So if I hold down the Control key and click Insight, I'll be able to open this in a new tab. And here is the Insight module. Currently, I'm in this section called My Dashboard, which is where I'm looking at some default cards. These cards include the project address, weather, project RFIs, submittals, issues, open RFIs and submittals, and so on. Now, please note that this project has build module activated, and that's why I can see RFIs and submittals here as well. As I mentioned earlier, all the construction IQ and machine learning based analytics are available for risk, quality, safety, and design options of my project. If I click on the risk option here, I can see the risk settings, and notice that all these cards that are displayed here have construction IQ listed. That's because all these analytics that you see here are construction IQ and machine learning based algorithms. Similarly, if I go to the quality option, I can see all the construction IQ and machine learning based analytics here for quality as well. Now, some of these cards do not show construction IQ, which means that these are not construction IQ and machine learning based algorithms. If I do the same thing for safety, I can see all the construction IQ based analytics. Now, a really cool thing about these analytics, as I mentioned earlier, are that these are actionable insights. What I mean by that is, if I go under RFI risk factors, I can see that there are 6 MEP and structural RFIs here. When I click on this option, it expands this card, and I can now go and click on any of these open RFIs to have a look at them in detail. So if I, for example, go into this RFI here, I can simply click on this, or I can hold down the Control key and click, and it opens it in a new tab, takes me to the RFI tool, as you could see here. So these are the actionable insights that I was talking about. I can go back to this card and I can go and say collapse to go back to my original view. Same thing for design, quality, and safety. I can go and click on any of these. So it's showing me that there are 4 overdue design issues. If I click on this, it shows me all these issues here. And the best part is I can now click on the titles of these issues and go straight to them. In this case, I'll just click on this and it opens this issue in this window here. I can also click on view in issues here. So if I click on view in issues, it opens it in a new tab, and I can look at this issue in detail here. So this is what we mean by actionable construction IQ and machine learning based analytics. Similarly, if I go to the safety section here, I can see all the safety related information. I'm going to scroll down on this page and I can look at the subcontractor safety risk. Now notice that it's showing me these items in red. So it's basically telling me that this particular subcontractor has been assigned 3 other safety issues in the past 6 months. Same thing with this subcontractor, and so on. We can also see that some of these other subcontractors were also assigned some of these safety issues. And this information is really handy because that way I can go and address these issues with these subcontractors. How cool is this? If I scroll further down, I can also look at all the other information such as project issues, positive observations, and so on. So with this information on my fingertips, I can rest assured that my project doesn't have too many safety dramas going on. Let's do the same thing for quality. If I go to the quality section here, I can look at all the quality related information. Currently, it's telling me that there are 4 overdue issues. If I click on this here, it expands and shows me these 4 overdue issues here. Again, I can simply go into any of these issues by clicking on the issue ID, just like I showed you previously. Let me collapse this card. Going down here, I can look at all the other information that I'm interested in. Some of this information is construction IQ and machine learning based, but some of it is not. So again, just a reminder, any card that shows construction IQ here is showing you the information based on construction IQ and machine learning algorithms. Let me now go back to my dashboard here. The next really cool thing about this workflow is I can customize this dashboard. To do that, I can simply click on the customize option here. And now using the card library option, I can go and select any additional card I want to display on the dashboard here. We also have several partner cards that I can go and add. But what I prefer is to create my own custom dashboard that I can share with my current team members as well as extended project stakeholders. To do that, I'll click on this plus symbol here that says create dashboard. I'm going to rename this dashboard to hospital dashboard. And now when I go to card library, I can go and add all these several cards. We also have a search field here in which I can search for the card that I'm looking for. Let's say the first thing I want to display here is the project address. And for that, I'm going to select this checkbox here. I'll go and say add card. It displays the project address here. Next, I want to add the weather card as well. This is the weather card. Add card. I'm going to drag this and have it displayed next to the project address. Next, going back to the card library, I want to add the construction IQ based cards. So I can filter these cards based on construction IQ. In this case, the first card I want to display is the safety risk factors. I'll select this checkbox here, add card. I can now take this and drag and drop it here. What you can also do is select multiple cards and add them. I'm going to go back to construction IQ filter. I want to display the high risk quality issues. I want to display the subcontractor quality trends. I want to display the quality risk factors. I want to display the subcontractor safety risk, the safety risk today. And lastly, I want to display the high risk issues here. I can now click on add cards. It'll add all these cards here. And now I can start dragging and dropping them to place them wherever I want. In this case, I'm going to take this quality risk factor and I want to place it somewhere here. I'll take the safety risk today, drag it up as well. Place it here. And same thing with the high risk issues. So this is how I want my dashboard to look like. Once I'm happy with this, I'm going to go and say save. It now creates a new custom dashboard and saves it. This custom dashboard is now listed here. Now, once I've created a custom dashboard, I can click on the export option here to export this dashboard and share with my project members based on their companies, roles, or even email addresses. Alternatively, I can go and select external team members by typing in their email addresses here. The other way to do it is by clicking on the share option, and I can share it with all my project members, selected project members, or only myself. I can also copy a link to email. In this case, I'm going to go and say selected project members, and I can go and select all the Autodesk project members, the DDM design project member, and the CBC project members. I can go and say done. And now this custom dashboard is shared with all these project members. The whole idea of doing this is that all these project members are now going to look at a custom dashboard where we can now concentrate on the information based on construction IQ and machine learning based algorithms. This is how we can keep on top of all our project issues, whether they are safety, quality, risk, or design. How cool is this? And that's all I have in my presentation. I hope you enjoyed this class. Let's go to live Q&A now.